Hello guys, this is the Betamax man here, and I wanted to make a video on the Princess Bride movie that I have on Betamax. Now, I found out that this is a bootleg. This is something that somebody made, and because MGM never released this movie on Betamax. They only released it on VHS, and this was from the mid to late 90s, so finding out that it was really depressing and really upsetting, knowing that this is a bootleg. Somebody made this and then sold it to me on eBay, and I didn't know. By my own ignorance, I did not realize that this is a fake. This is a bootleg. This is not a real, legit copy. So I was searching online, and I was able to get a hold of an actual legit copy of this movie on Betamax. Now, let me show you here. Now, MGM had this movie released in the late 90s on VHS, but never on Beta. And so somebody commented saying that this particular one that I have is extremely rare. I can't find it anywhere. I can't find any documentation on it. It's like, yeah, because I didn't know, but this was a bootleg. So somebody made this and then sold it to me, and I didn't know any better. I actually thought that this was real, but it's not, because I do know that yes, they did use in the end of Beta format, when it was pretty much dead, and it was, you know, you could special order tapes. They did put VHS labels on them, so there are, and that's one of the reasons why I thought that this was real, because I knew that they did use VHS covers, and they would put a little adapter in there so that it would fill the space up. And I also knew that they did put VHS labels, and they would stick them on the beta tape. So that's why I thought this was real, but it's not. So knowing that this was a bootleg, this was a fake, a fraud, I was very disappointed, very, very upset. And look at this thing. It's like, even the label that says Beta isn't even on there straight. And if you take a look at it real close, you can see that it was cut with a pair of scissors. So somebody probably printed it out and then stuck it on the side. And I'm wondering if somebody maybe just took a copy of maybe somebody just made a photocopy of the VHS label and stuck it on there. I don't know, but this is not real. This is an imposter. So I'm actually going to throw this away. I do not want anybody getting a hold of it, because it's not a legit copy, and it is garbage. And I thought something, my first clue as to if this might be a bootleg is because the picture quality was that of VHS. The picture quality was not that clarity that Beta has, because when you're used to watching Beta tapes and you go and you play a VHS tape, you can tell the difference. At least I can. I have a trained eye, and I can tell, usually I can tell whether something was, I can tell whether the video signal is Betamax or is it a copy from, like, say, a VHS. And I believe that somebody did copy off of a VHS onto a beta cassette with a beta machine. Obviously they just recorded from the VHS to the Betamax tape and copied probably made a photocopy of the label and put it on there, and that's probably what they've done. And as I can show you, and as I can see, it may not show up on camera, but it's actually, you can see where somebody's cut it with a pair of scissors. So obviously this beta thing was made by somebody's printed it out. But here is the legit copy. Here is a legal copy. A legit Princess Bride on beta. And so the guy also commented that this is not really hard to find. Yes, it is. I will disagree with you on that one, because this particular movie is hard to find on the beta format. Sometimes you'll see them, but you're not going to see these. Like, I looked, like, right now you can go into the eBay search for the Princess Bride Betamax tape. You're not going to find one. There ain't no listings for it as of right now. But, yes, I do see this movie once in a while, from time to time, but it is kind of a hard title to get a hold of. Now, let's look at the legit copy. You'll notice that this has not been put out by MGM. It was put out by a company called Nelson Entertainment. So, and this cover has, it looks like somebody might have spilt some coffee on the cover, because it's like little brown spots. It just looks a lot like a coffee stain, like somebody just spilt some coffee on it. And then there's a little stain right up here, but I don't mind that. I mean, sure, someday later on down the road, if I can find a copy that is in good shape, that's in better condition, I will replace it. But for now, this is the copy I have, and this is a legit copy. And see, beta, the beta format, this was the cover that was used. The MGM was never used for beta. That was only for VHS releases. So this is the real deal. This is the actual label, what the label looks like. And this is actually for Betamax tapes. This is a beta label. But I do know, like I said, they did put, like, this is a VHS cover, and of course they put a little adapter, this little paper adapter in there to fill up the space. So yes, they did have, in the end of beta days, where they were putting them in VHS covers, they were putting VHS labels on them to cut production cost. I mean, why pay, more money to have it on a format that was dying anyway? So they, the movie companies, they knew the format was dying, and they didn't want to have to spend money to make two different sized covers, you know, when they could just put it into a VHS one and slap the label on it and good to go. This one, the condition of this tape is very good, actually. This plays perfectly all the way through, and it plays beautifully. It has a very good picture. This tape was not watched much at all, from what I can tell. Now, I don't like the fact that it's on a Scotch cassette, but, you know, because Scotch tapes, they tend to wear out prematurely. They also have a tendency to shed the oxide, and the oxide comes apart, and it comes off and dirties the video heads. But I'm proud to say that this particular copy is in good shape. And I actually got this from a Canadian seller. So it was a Canadian that had this in a lot for sale. And so I bought it. And you'll notice that, you know, obviously the cover is different, but it has the Hi-Fi Stereo logo on the label there. So it's been recorded in a Hi-Fi Stereo, which is awesome. And I like the label. I like the way they done the label. Anyway, but yeah, so this was, I found out this is just a bogus copy. It's a bullshit bootleg. It pisses me off because, you know, I spent money on it. You know, no, I didn't pay a whole lot. I don't remember exactly what I paid, but I know I did. I know I didn't pay, probably didn't pay over $30, but still, that's a lot of money for something that's not even a legit copy. So like I said, this is going to go into the dumpster. I'm going to smash it into a million pieces, and then I'm going to throw it away. And I got my real legit copy of that movie. And like I was saying, you know, it's not impossible to find, but it is hard to find. And this is definitely a hard to find title. Because he said, oh, these are not that rare. Yeah, they are. They are hard to find, and but that's okay. That if you don't agree with me, that's okay. You know, I mean, it's okay to have, you know, an opinion about something. So anyway, that is it, guys. That's what I wanted to tell you, and that's what I wanted to make a video about, is to tell you guys that this was a bootleg I had been had, and it's not the first time I've been had on eBay. I had a movie I ordered that was I think it was the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, where it was supposed to be, you know, it was a beta tape, but it wasn't a real legit copy. And I don't remember now what it looked like, but I finally actually did get a legit copy of it. So anyway, but this is the second time I've been had on eBay. So when you're buying on eBay, you gotta be really careful, and it's always good to do your homework, do a little research on something like this, because that way you guys don't end up buying something like I did. So if you ever see something like this on eBay that's supposed to be on Betamax, don't buy it, because it's not real. MGM never put this title out on the beta format at all. So just so you guys know that this is not legit. So if you see another one of these, it's most likely the same guy that sold one to me. So if you ever see one that looks like this and it's on beta, then make sure that you do not buy it, because it is a scam. And it's probably the same guy, because this guy claimed that he had more than one copy. And that should have told me right away that something may not be right there, because who's going to have more than one of this film? You know, and especially with this particular cover, this was not something that was released on the beta format. This is the way it was released. And now you'll notice that on this one, it's got the blue label with the black lettering, and it's got the NTSC printed on it. On both sides, it's like this. So, but this is finally a legitimate copy. So anyway, I just wanted to do some clarification on that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.